Welcome to the official Personality Guru. People with ESTP preferences are likely to build friendships around shared interests and lifestyles more than emotional connections. They prefer to surround themselves with people who are doing interesting things or people who are motivated the same way they are. ESTPs have no problem using friendships to make new connections that benefit them professionally. They want to help their friends succeed and want their friends to help them succeed too. ESTPs don't see anything wrong in surrounding themselves with like-minded people. ESTPs are very good with people. They have excellent skills of observation and know how to act appropriately with all types of people. Consequently, the ESTP can get along with just about any personality type. The ESTP is not likely to choose to be around all of the personality types. They have little patience for intuitive thinking types who seem very abstract and theoretical to the ESTP who values action. The ESTP is likely to choose to be around people who have similar interests to their own, such as sports-oriented interests. They will probably spend time with their friends doing things rather than just sitting around hanging out. The ESTP is usually quite popular because they're enthusiastic, fast-paced, friendly, talkative, and know how to have a good time. Some ESTPs tend to move on quickly in life and don't form very long friendships. Many ESTPs have lifelong friends because although they take life day by day, they feel tremendously loyal and brotherhood towards their peers. They are highly valued by their friends for their fun-loving nature and loyalty. Today, let's talk about ESTP Friendship. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ESTPs speak the truth, and that can be a quality that is highly valuable, even if it sometimes makes you squirm. They don't beat around the bush with words, so if you want someone who will actually let you know if you're being unrealistic or the outfit you're trying on makes you look fat, they won't mind obliging. But they will do it with a smile and a wink. ESTPs don't let obstacles get in their way, and they even enjoy a bit of a challenge. If you're someone who gets intimidated by other people, having an ESTP around can inspire you to be more assertive and fearless. ESTPs have a great sense of humor, and whether they're making sarcastic comebacks or exaggerating a physical reaction to something, they will always have us laughing. They have a knack for seeing the humor in everyday situations and pointing out how ridiculous all the petty things we let get in our way truly are. ESTPs don't let themselves get caught up in meaningless catastrophizing. They are incredibly observant and detail-oriented, and they can see right through people who are trying to take advantage of them or play games. This also means they can help you avoid such people as well. ESTPs aren't intimidated by failure. To them, it's just another step towards success. They will inspire you to take on new challenges and risks so that you can learn more about yourself, become braver, and improve your quality of life. ESTP's personalities are naturally in tune with their senses, which means that they experience life on a more instinctual level. They rarely get bogged down by the noise of daily life or existential worries and fears. This can help you to become less caught up in your own anxiety so that you're able to live more freely. If an ESTP cares about you, then they'll encourage and support your dreams and goals. They are unlikely to balk at you because you're taking a non-traditional career path or swimming against the current in some way. They can help you take a step outside of your comfort zone and truly flourish as a person. ESTPs have a sharp wit and they're quick on their feet. If you ever find yourself in a sticky situation, they'll enjoy saving the day. But just be prepared. You may find them laughing out loud or cracking jokes about the situation. They live in a world of spontaneity and unpredictability, so you're guaranteed to never be bored. ESTPs can help you meet all kinds of new and interesting people. They're great networkers because they have this natural ability to make people laugh, open up, and feel comfortable. While they're straight shooters who aren't necessarily known for their tact, their casual but clever charm makes it easy for them to rub shoulders with just about anyone, and they will help you meet a wide variety of people in the process. Exploring the ESTP friendship experience may seem a little like going to a party, finding the loudest person in the room and following them around because there's a fairly good chance that person is an ESTP. This type is always in the center of things, likes nothing more than spending time with as many people as possible, and can usually be found planning something exciting when they're not at a party. Recognizing this type in social situations is easy, but does that reflect what they're like as friends? People with the entrepreneur personality type are the life of the party. With an inviolable imagination and an invigorating sense of spontaneity, entrepreneurs are never boring. They love exploring interesting ideas, both in discussion and by going out and seeing for themselves. Which means that entrepreneurs always seem to have some fun activity hidden up their sleeves. At the same time, entrepreneur personalities are easygoing, tolerant, and charming, making them naturally quite popular. ESTPs are never boring. They're the imaginative, inspiring person coming up with mad schemes involving shopping carts and hills at a party and the center of every discussion. But don't take this to mean that ESTPs are always fickle people who just like to drink and try to win awards for doing stupid things. They're also naturally charming, as well as honestly friendly and warm. So it's natural that people are drawn to them no matter what they happen to like doing. ESTPs are naturally active. They lead with extroverted sensing, which translates to an almost shocking amount of kinesthetic intelligence. There are people like them who are likely to do a handstand and land on their feet when they fall and seem to be able to play any sport. And they usually bond with other people through these interests as well, meeting them on sports team or while doing whatever physical activity they happen to enjoy. The natural confidence and assertiveness that comes along with this personality type tend to attract people who have the same enthusiasm and view on life. ESTPs are blunt and honest and expect the same from their friends. They do have a quieter, contemplative side, however, and will participate in deep conversations, but still prefer more active pastimes. As friends, they're likely what they seem, people who will let you know if you've done something wrong and will expect the same from you. This type of certainty and openness makes for strong, honest friendships and lots of fun times. ESTP friendships with NTs. ESTPs often have trouble even initiating, let alone maintaining a friendship with NT types. ESTPs are concrete people who live for new experiences and new sensory information, and NTs are pretty much their opposites. They use an intuitive function as their strength in either the dominant or auxiliary position. This colors the way they look at the world, the way they learn, and what they like to talk about. But ESTPs have introverted intuition as their inferior function. This is their blind spot, the thing they can see that often actually scares them a little. That's why ESTPs will often actively avoid any activities that use this function. For NTs, who build their lives around these types of activities, this is a major barrier to friendship. The communication gap between ESTPs and NTs will often show early enough that the two types won't even try to establish a friendship. No matter how friendly either of them might be, there's often a noticeable block in their communication that reveals itself in every conversation and every interaction. If these two types are going to have a friendship, they will both have to work hard to overcome this communication barrier and vastly different views of the world. ESTP friendships with NFs. Friendships between sensitive NFs and ESTPs will suffer from the same communication gap as those between ESTPs and NTs. Though ESTPs can and will participate in deep conversation, they much prefer to be active. However, there is another barrier to a friendship between NFs and ESTPs, and that's the emotional component. NFs use a feeling function as their either dominant function or auxiliary function, which makes them very sensitive to emotions. This means they don't enjoy the emotional bluntness of the ESTP. They often find this type insensitive, whereas ESTPs have trouble understanding and adapting to the emotional point of view favored by NFs. These differences between the two types can make a relationship between them difficult. How about you, as an ESTP or any other personality type? How do you make a friendship connections with other people or other personality type? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. ESTP friendships with SPs. ESTPs usually enjoy relationships with other SPs, who use extroverted sensing as a dominant or auxiliary, and so usually share their sense of adventure and fun. A relationship between these types will be full of fun and excitement, with both participants eager to experience everything the world has to offer and happy to accompany the other on whatever adventure they have in mind. These are the ideal friendships for the ESTP because there will be no communication gap and a bone-deep shared understanding of what life should be about. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. ESTP friendships with SJs. Most ESTPs will be open to a relationship with an SJ type. They both use a sensing function as a strength, so will have a shared focus on the present moment and a dislike of abstract, future-based conversations. However, the SJ focus on the past will probably frustrate the ESTP a bit because of their love of adventure and the new. The present-focused ESTP can sometimes find this attachment to the past irrational and as an impediment to their enjoyment of the moment. But this usually won't be too much of a barrier to their friendship, even if the SJ isn't always willing to be pulled along on adventures by their ESTP friend.